Right there, the Linksano cosplayer back there. And you don't get to have any. I'm horrible. Alright, let's do this. Hello and welcome to Destiny of Atop the Fourth Wall Live! If this is your first time seeing Atop the Fourth Wall in live or recorded form, that doesn't surprise me. It's a web series on the internet. We're as common as Homestuck cosplayers. I kid because I love. I am reading from a script that I've only read once or twice ahead of time, so I apologize in advance if I stutter, slur my words, or screw up the jokes. Which is assuming they were funny in the first place, and according to YouTube comments, that is not the case. And I know some people like to get excited during these live shows and want to throw out your own jokes at the comics, but I would remind you all that I am recording this, so if what you say is not funny, you're being not funny in front of thousands of people. So, let's talk about spin-offs for a second.
Yes. Okay.
See, apparently, America and Japan have different attitudes about how spin-offs work. In America, spin-offs feature a character or two from the original series opening up a detective agency. In Japan, spin-offs can be set in the same universe, but with no returning characters, or feature all of the original characters, but put them in a completely ridiculous setting that has nothing to do with the universe where they grew up. And sometimes America and Japan get a little confused on their respective spin-off ideas, and thus we have Neon Genesis Evangelion, the Shinji Ikari. This is a thing that exists. Because when I think the crippling depression, giant cyborg mechas, and random Christian symbolism of Evangelion, I think detective agency. Oh, how many more jokes can I squeeze out of just the cover and name? Great, Shinji's gonna die at some point and then come back to life inexplicably without any explanation, but the fangirls won't care because he's played by Benedict Cumberbatch. Coming this summer, Shinji Ikari is Encyclopedia Brown. We open with Kaji and Misato talking in an office about whether or not someone will join them. And who are they talking about? Why, Shinji Ikari, of course, as evidenced by this photograph of him. Shinji decided against putting on lipstick, kissing the photograph, and then inviting Misato to look at his cleavage. We truly open with Shinji's narration. It's pretty much impossible to trust people. Well, you heard the kid. I no longer trust any of you. You're all gonna use ad block and make your own jokes instead of me, and in the end, you'll watch some other comic book critic on the internet and you'll forget all about me. No, Shinji Ikari said it, so it must be true.
I'll watch Last Angry Geek.
People are born alone, and that's how they best survive. Alone. Well, obviously, this universe's version of Shinji isn't too far off from his regular counterpart. Just that because he's not being forced to pilot a giant robot powered by the soul of his dead mother, now he's legitimately whiny. I can't wait to see his live journal entries about how he forgot his lunch money, and thus, life is pain. All life is pain. You can't even trust yourself. Shinji notices a flyer for the Kaji Detective Agency. 25 cents per day, plus expenses. No case too small. Wait, I already made an Encyclopedia Brown joke. Does anyone here actually remember Encyclopedia Brown?
That is.
We are
Kids book
dorks.
from like it's a third grade detective.
We are waiting with a smile. See, that's a red flag right there. Smiling people, ugh, they don't understand the pain and darkness of life like I do. Conformists. Toji and Kensuke, and I always feel I'm pronouncing his name wrong, run up to him, saying they've been looking for him. Toji, Kensuke, are you planning some wacky hijinks for me today? What can I expect out of this? A little nudity? Oh, Shinji, it's Evangelion! Evangelion. Of course there's gonna be a little nudity. Although probably without nipples. Now, admittedly, I have not seen any of the dubbed versions of Evangelion, nor have I seen the rebuild movies. But with how Toji's dialogue is written, he now appears to be speaking with a Brooklyn accent. Apparently, Toji has become Joey Wheeler. Outside the school, it's the Yakuza. Yeah, them books is gonna take our fingers, see?
Brooklyn Rage!
Brooklyn Rage. Shinji is incredulous, but Toji insists. On to Farillatilla, my Brilla. Oh, I get it. In this universe, the writer wanted him to be black, the artist refused because of the faux gangsta lines, but they went ahead with the dialogue anyway, despite him being Japanese. At this point, I would like to remind you all that this is not a fan doujinshi. This is a real thing published by Dark Horse and approved by Gainax.
Dark Horse.
Gorilla. So what's happened? And now we've got, I lost my place! Kensuke explains that a gangster suddenly went up to them when they were coming home, claiming they had scratched his car, and they owe him 500,000 yen for the damages.
That's like $5.
Now we have a gaffer. So that's what's happened. And now we've got no idea what to do, or whom we can turn to. Naturally, we went looking for you, the kid known for sitting in a fetal position for entire episodes. We knew you could help us. Shinji suggests, going to the cops, but the gangsters are outside the school waiting for them, so they never make it to a police station. And hey, this is Japan, which is well known for not having any cellular phones whatsoever, so they're screwed. Kensuke then notices the flyer for the detective agency and thinks private detectives could be the answer. Who would believe a shady